Hello. So all of that stuff that you've been through, all of that trauma, all of that mistreatment could have turned you into a huge a-hole, an incredibly manipulative person, a vengeful person, a hateful person. But it didn't. It didn't, because you are not a victim. You're not a victim. While there may have been things done to you by the hand of others, you don't sit back and point the finger and blame them. Well, you did this to me and you did this to me, and use that as a justification to act out on your emotions. You are a survivor. You take responsibility for the way that you feel. Even if somebody else caused you to feel that way, you take responsibility for it. You stand up and you heal it. Okay? Now, all of the people who sit back and justify hurting somebody else because, they were hurt or they had a bad life experience or something like that, they are victims. They are victims. The people who mistreated you, they are victims because they didn't have the strength to stand up and heal their own stuff. They just created a cycle. They just put it on to you, and that ish stopped with you. It was like, this might have been, it might have been a family thing. This might have been going on in the family, but it stopped once it reached you because you weren't having it, because you're not a victim. You don't sit in victim mode. You don't use your pain to justify hurting others. You don't use your pain to justify doing things to people that you wouldn't want done to you. Okay? That's what victims do. Victims will tell you, it's too hard. You don't understand. You don't know what I've been through. And they will use that energy, that pain, to stay stuck in a loop. And they create cycles. But that's not you. That's not you, baby. You're the phoenix. You are a chosen one. You rise from the ashes every time. And boy, there's been a lot of stuff that you had to rise from, okay? And it's like, what I'm being shown is like, you are like a sleeper agent that was like placed in the family, in that dysfunctional family dynamic, or that dysfunctional dynamic. Maybe it wasn't family, but I see for most of us, it was family. We were placed in this incredibly dysfunctional, toxic environment. And it was like you were asleep. You were asleep the whole time. You were just going through it, surviving through it, experiencing it. And then it was like God woke you up. God sent those trigger words for you to like wake you up. And once you woke up, it was like, pow, 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 pow. I'm not dealing with this anymore. You know what I mean? It was like, no more. This stops right now. And you did what you needed to do to walk away from it, to get your peace of mind, to get your space, and to heal. And healing is the hard part. Healing is the hard part of all of it, because you have to allow yourself to feel everything that you didn't want to feel, that you were either numbing yourself to, or that your body and mind weren't allowing you to feel because it was too much. You are so powerful. Do you know how powerful you are? You are so powerful. Your abilities, your energy, your level of consciousness, and just the light that you can hold, the charge, the frequency that you can hold inside of you is so much more powerful than the average person. Well, especially from the people, the family, and the dynamics that you came from. You blow them out of the water. You can do things with your mind. You don't even have to lift a finger with some of these things, okay? But healing is the hard part. I got that crazy hair again. Healing's the hard part. Healing's the part where you have to allow yourself to feel that energy, allow it to come up, rise back up to the surface so that you can feel it, so that you can process it, and then release it while maintaining a level of self-love while maintaining self-talk and a mindset that doesn't shoot you down into victim mentality, okay? Because you were victimized, but you ain't no victim, okay? And you've proven that. You've proven that to yourself. You've proven that to God. You've proven it. You're not a victim, okay? And people resent you for that, especially the people in your family. They resent you for it. There are other people in your family that experience similar things to you, but they just didn't have the strength to heal from it, to take responsibility for the way that they felt and work through it, to actually do the work and get to a different place with it. Because it's not easy. It's some of the hardest things that you will have to do. But it's necessary. It's so necessary, especially on your journey and your path where you're aligning with your true self and your higher purpose, which is to ground those frequencies, bring balance to those situations, ground new frequencies, and radiate that out for others. Okay, in whatever capacity you're called to do that, because we're obviously not all doing the same thing. We don't all operate in the same ways, but you contribute such a major, you are a major contribution to the area that you are in, whatever that area is in. Okay. Just being around you, in your presence, changes people. You deliver this frequency that it's like a catalyst for people to wake up. It's like a catalyst for people to raise their level of consciousness. Just by being you, just by doing the work that you do on yourself. 7-11 on the timer, because that 7-1 it's such an important number. I've been seeing it everywhere. But doing that work on yourself, raising your own frequency, raises the frequencies of others, okay? It raises the consciousness of others. It helps people. And so for those of you who are like, I don't know what my purpose is, I don't know what to do, I don't know what God wants me to do, I don't know what I'm meant to do, just be who you are. That's what you're meant to do. If you're in a situation that you need to heal from, heal. That's what you need to do. Because as you heal, you unlock your potential, your magic. You have so much magic inside of you. Your mind is so magical. You are so powerful. You can do amazing things in this world, okay, that a lot of people can't do. And you can see that. So I see that you'll think about things. You can manifest things easily. You'll think about things and they'll come true. But the trick about that is you have to work through all of the emotions that have been stored inside of you while you were in that sleeper mode, while you were in that, that survival mode, sleeper mode, before you were awakened to the truth, before the veil was lifted for you and you saw things for how they really were. You need to process all that stuff first. Because you can't manifest the things you want most if you've got a conflicting belief about it because of the environment you were raised in, because of beliefs you took on from other people. And if you have a lot of like lower frequencies from being mistreated, from pain, anger, grief, heartbreak from these people that mistreated you, that's going to conflict with the higher frequencies of what you're trying to create. Because you are a creator. You have God inside of you. Okay? God is in you. God is in everything. And you are meant to tap into your God self, your higher state of consciousness, your creator mode. You are meant to do that. But you have to heal first. It's a prerequisite. There is no getting around it. You can't bypass it in any way. So there are a lot of people who do try to bypass it spiritually by being all, love and light, but they're not willing to really do the work and acknowledge what's there because they're judging it. And then they're not able to tap into their full potential. They're just spinning their wheels and not getting anywhere. But that's not the path that you're on. And sometimes that path, that healing path, is a difficult one. It's a long one. But you are getting through it. You are doing it. And meditation is so important. Meditation. 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 And the beginning stages of meditation, you will be releasing a lot of emotion that was stored inside of you. But as you continue, and you might think, oh, I'm doing it wrong because meditation is supposed to feel good, and here I am crying, or here I am feeling upset. No, that stuff's just releasing out of you. It's sifting out of you, and it needs to do that. But as you continue your meditations, continue going into stillness, continue talking with God, connecting with your higher self, connecting with your angels, your soul family, the ascended masters of your choice, but God specifically. You always want to connect with God, source, the most high, the one, the absolute. You always want to connect with God because that's the highest level of consciousness in yourself. Okay, and that's the goal, is to reach that highest level of consciousness in yourself. So you connect with God and you keep expressing yourself, you keep communicating, you keep expanding your heart energy out around you, expanding your conscious energy around you, grounding your energy into the earth, grounding your energy into the cosmos. As you keep doing that, you level up, you raise your consciousness, and it's like, that. So I'm sure you've seen that video, right? Where there's somebody with like really murky water. And they have a glass with like really murky water. And then they start pouring clean, fresh water into it. And first all you start seeing is all the murkiness come out, and it's like, and it's overflowing, but then it starts to clear up more and more and more until it's just beautiful, fresh, clean water coming out. And that's what's happening with you. And you have this, so I want you to keep doing that. I see that many of you do go into deep meditations and you do expand your energy out around you. And that's why you leveled up. That's why you're crowned. That's why you carry frequencies, higher frequencies. You can hold that charge because you do it. And a lot of it, what's up? She wants to go outside. Hold on a second. What's up, baby? You want to go out? Oh, she's in your way? Okay, sorry about that. So continue to meditate, continue to expand those charges around you, those frequencies. Continue. The challenge is when you are in a lower frequency, this is the challenge. Hold up, this piece of hair is like, what? When you are in a lower frequency, like say you're releasing something comes up, because I do see the past few days, there could have been some things rising to the surface for you, some pain, some anger, some sadness, grief, maybe even hatred or something that was stuffed down for a long time ago, or rage or something like that. If that's coming up, it's okay. But the work is to maintain your self-talk, maintain a positive level of self-talk. So it's like, you can feel like, I feel so awful today, right? You can acknowledge that. You honor those feelings. I feel so hurt. I feel so upset. I feel so this about this, acknowledge that. But then tell yourself, but I know this is part of the healing process. And I know that this will release. And I know that tomorrow will be a better day. And if you wake up the next day and you're still releasing that stuff, I love myself. I didn't deserve to go through that stuff, but I'm healing it. It stops with me. It ends with me. I'm moving forward. This is all part of the process. You got to tell yourself those things. You can't just give up and start, And you're doing such a great job. I see that you're doing so, you're doing so well. You are, you really are. And you've made huge strides. Such huge strides. And God is so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. My higher self, your higher self, we're like buds. We hang out. Sometimes I come visit some of you in your dreams, in your meditations. And I'm like, what's up? Just here to give you some love and to tell you you're doing a great job. Sometimes I'm giving you tips on how to manage your energy or how to hold a certain frequency or how to connect with a certain frequency. Yeah. Sometimes I'm coming in to teach you how to connect with a frequency that I've already grounded. Okay? But our higher selves are pals. We're like hanging out. We're soul fam. We're from the same collective. Okay? And so I'm proud of you, and I want you to just take a look at how far you've come and how much you've done on yourself, how you didn't give up, how you rose from the ashes and expanded out around you, how you able to maintain your authenticity, your integrity, your level of self-respect. And maybe you had to learn all those things. Maybe you didn't have self-respect. Maybe you didn't have self-love. Maybe you didn't have self-trust because of all these messed up situations and all these people who was just attacking your spirit and doing all types of, like dysfunction and toxicity, throwing that at you. There's another word I wanted to use. I'm going to keep it clean. But you didn't give up. You are so powerful. Don't ever forget how powerful you are. Don't ever forget how gifted you are. God gave you those gifts for a reason, and God trusts you with them. I'm going to leave it at that. 17:11 on the timer. I'm going to leave it at that. Be mindful of what you're consuming energetically. If it doesn't feel good, there's a reason for it. Okay? Keep stretching your body. Keep breathing deeply. Keep eating well. Eating well. Eat well. Eat well. Okay? And what else? Keep your mind clear. I love you so much. God loves you. Your team of angels and guardians, your soul family, everybody that's aligned with God's highest light. We love you so much. Keep up the great work. I will talk to you soon.